Hey there, welcome to Pause for This. I'm Aarti, your host, and this is your new daily 5-minute break from the chaos of life. Think of me as the sound of coffee hitting your soul. Warm, slightly jittery, but welcome all the same. Well, if you prefer tea, then think of this as the adrak wali chai. This podcast does not really have a theme. Just like every day is different, every mood is different, every episode of this podcast will be different. Initially, once or twice a week, I'll share a little pause. Something funny, something thoughtful, and something real from life. No lectures, no deep life hacks, just honest stories to make you snicker, nod, or say, yup, that's totally me. Episode 1, Trends That Stick. Okay, confession time. I only just discovered something called Labubu. For those in my boat, imagine a tiny plush toy with sangs, a miniature monster. A tiny but very expensive monster. They have been around for a few years, but exploded in 2024 after a celebrity clipped a Labubu charm to her bag. Suddenly, social media was flooded with blind box unboxings. Yes, they come in a blind box, which means you don't know what you're buying. Seriously though, with internet at their fingertips, I wonder how Gen Z reacts to not knowing anything. It is truly a paradox. In an age when Gen Z can't function without Google Maps, they're all in for mystery boxes. It's mind-boggling. The whole Labubu thing got me thinking. What does this trend remind me of? Back in 98-99, there was a famous pop song, Chui Mui Si Tum Lagti Ho. During that craze, a koala clip became the badge of cool in India. Forget popularity, it was the ultimate status symbol. Anyone else remember that? Trendy, elusive, and absolutely hip. A girl in my class had it, and everyone would just beg, "Can I just touch it?" I remember a few other things that were trendy pre-social media days, mainly popularized by Bollywood movies or pop songs, like semi-transparent kurtas, necklace inscribed cool or dude. Also there were transparent backpacks, and who can forget the slap bracelets? A koala clip or any of these so-called trendy things cost a fraction, but we were broke back then. We were broke but content. Maybe we could afford to buy a few things, but we knew that trends fade fast, and that stopped us from splurging. Meanwhile, Gen Z consumers chase the thrill. What does that say about valuing novelty versus meaning? I remember, back in college, a new ice cream shop opened right outside campus. It offered only one flavor per day and proudly displayed it on a sign out front. It's hard to imagine now, an ice cream shop with just one flavor for the whole day. My friend and I turned it into a little game. Every morning we'd check which flavor was on offer. If it was our favorite, we'd skip it that day and jot down how much we'd saved by not indulging. At the end of the month, we tally our savings and eagerly await the day our favorite flavor returned so we could genuinely treat ourselves. Was it silly? Absolutely. But the memory of that silly game and the wait has stuck with me, and somehow tastes sweeter than the ice cream itself. I think at the end of the day, what stays with us isn't the toys we bought, but the feelings we carried. If you have any such trend story, maybe you once splurged to feel cool or passed on something fleeting and felt good later, do share it with me. That's your micro pause for the day. Thanks for hanging with Pause for This. Join me next time for another funny, thoughtful, and real slice of life.